Since its release in 2016, Moana has captured the hearts of audiences around the globe with its vibrant animation, enchanting music, and compelling story. Set in the lush lands of Polynesia, the film follows Moana, a young girl who embarks on a daring journey to save her people by restoring the heart of Tafiti, a goddess who brings life to the ocean. The film's uplifting message of courage, self-discovery, and cultural pride has earned it a special place in Disney's animated legacy. What sets Moana apart from many other Disney films is its bright and lively atmosphere, its powerful protagonist, the seamless blend of tradition and modernity, and the universal themes that resonate with viewers of all ages. One of the most striking aspects of Moana is its stunning visual style. The animators took great care in bringing the beauty of the Pacific Islands to life with rich, vibrant colors that fill every frame. The lush greens of the tropical islands, the crystal blue waters, and the radiant skies all come together to create a world that feels warm, inviting, and alive. Every detail, from the gentle sway of palm trees to the intricacies of the ocean waves, is meticulously crafted, contributing to the film's lively, sun-drenched aesthetic. The ocean, which is almost a character in itself, is animated with a particular attention to detail. The way it interacts with Moana, serving as her guide and companion throughout her journey, highlights the fluidity and life in its movements. The animators consulted marine biologists to ensure that the ocean's depiction was as realistic as possible, while still giving it a magical, mystical quality. This combination of realism and fantasy created an immersive experience that drew viewers into Moana's world, making the natural beauty of the film one of its most enjoyable features. Another notable aspect of the animation is how it pays homage to Polynesian culture. The designs of the characters, particularly their clothing, jewelry, and tattoos, were inspired by traditional Polynesian art forms. The integration of these elements into the animation not only added authenticity but also elevated the visual storytelling. The art is deeply tied to the identity of the Polynesian people, and Moana embraces this connection, resulting in a film that feels like a celebration of both nature and culture. At the heart of Moana is its titular character, a young girl with a strong sense of purpose and an unyielding desire to explore beyond the horizon. Unlike many traditional Disney princesses, Moana is not motivated by love or the pursuit of romance. Her journey is one of self-discovery, leadership, and responsibility towards her people. She is a character defined by her strength, independence, and unwavering belief in her ability to make a difference, which makes her a refreshing and empowering protagonist of modern-day Disney. Moana's character development throughout the film is a significant part of what makes it so enjoyable. At the beginning of her story, she struggles with the expectations placed upon her by her family and community. The desire to venture beyond the reef conflicts with her duties as the future leader of her island. However, as the story unfolds, Moana learns to embrace both sides of her identity: the adventurer who longs to explore and the leader who cares for her people. This balance of personal desire and responsibility is a powerful message, particularly for young audiences. Another aspect of Moana's character that makes her relatable is her determination to push through adversity. Her journey across the ocean is fraught with challenges, but she never gives up, even when faced with seemingly insurmountable odds. Her resilience and resourcefulness, combined with moments of vulnerability and doubt, makes her a well-rounded and relatable character. This balance of strength and humanity is key to her appeal, as audiences see not only a heroic figure, but also a young person growing and learning from her experiences. In addition to her strength and determination, Moana's relationship with her ancestors and the traditions of her people plays a crucial role in her character development. Her connection to her grandmother, who encourages her to follow her heart and embrace her destiny, serves as a driving force in her journey. This respect for the wisdom of her ancestors and the importance of a tradition is a central theme in this film, adding depth to Moana's character and grounding her story in cultural values. In addition to Moana, the film's supporting characters, particularly Maui, bring a dynamic and enjoyable energy to the story. Maui, a demigod voiced by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, is both charismatic yet complex. Initially, he appears to be self-centered and boastful, using his powers to serve his own interests. However, as the story progresses, Maui's layers are peeled back, revealing a character who, despite his bravado, is deeply insecure about his place in the world and his need for validation. Maui's relationship with Moana forms the emotional core of the film's second act, with their interactions being filled with witty banter, humor, and moments of tension as they learn to work together despite their differing goals. This dynamic not only added levity to the film, but also created a compelling partnership as they both grew from their experiences together. What made Maui such an enjoyable character was his relatability despite his godlike status. His struggles with feeling of inadequacy stemming from his abandonment as a child and his need for approval from humans, with his journey to self-acceptance mirrors Moana's in many ways, as both characters must come to terms with who they are and where they belong. This dual arc of personal growth adds emotional depth to the film, making their eventual partnership more satisfying and meaningful. Furthermore, Maui's magical powers, particularly his ability to shapeshift and control the elements, leads to some of the film's most exciting and visually spectacular moments. His tattoos, which came to life and interacted with him throughout the film, also serve as a unique storytelling device, adding another layer of humor and creativity to his character. All of these elements combine to make Maui a memorable and enjoyable companion for Moana on her journey. One of the most iconic aspects of Moana is its unforgettable soundtrack. The music plays a pivotal role in both the storytelling and emotional resonance of this film, with songs like How Far I'll Go and We Know the Way are not only catchy and beautifully performed, but also serve to deepen the film's themes of exploration, self-discovery, and cultural pride. How Far I'll Go, Moana's signature song, encapsulates her longing to explore the world beyond her island. It is a powerful anthem of self-determination and courage, perfectly capturing Moana's inner conflict and her desire to forge her own path. The song's uplifting melody and heartfelt lyrics makes it one of Disney's most memorable musical moments of the past decade, and it has become an instant classic within the long 100-year history of Disney's songbook. In addition to the song, the score of Moana is filled with traditional Polynesian musical influences, adding authenticity and cultural depth and respect to this film. This blend of contemporary and traditional music reflected the film's larger theme of balancing heritage with personal growth. The storytelling through music in Moana is not limited to Moana herself. Maui's song, You're Welcome, is a humorous yet insightful look into his character, revealing his pride in his achievements while subtly hinting at his deeper insecurities. These musical moments not only move the plot forward, but also give the audiences insight into the character's internal struggles and growth, making the film a richer, more immersive experience. One of the most unique aspects of Moana is how it gave Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson an opportunity to play a more diverse and layered character than what audiences typically see from him in his live-action films. In many of his blockbuster roles, such as in Fast and Furious, Jumanji, or even Skyscraper, Johnson often portrays larger-than-life, action-oriented characters who embody the tough, wisecracking hero archetype. These roles tend to lean heavily on his physical presence and charisma, with much of his persona on screen, resembling his own public image as a confident and indomitable force. However, in Moana, his voice acting as Maui allowed him to stretch beyond his familiar archetype and delve into a character with much more depth and vulnerability than what we're used to seeing from Dwayne. Maui is much more than just a muscle-bound hero. While he has a commanding presence and magical powers, his personality is filled with contradictions. He's a demigod who boasts about his many accomplishments, yet he is also deeply insecure, driven by a need for validation and acceptance from humans. This complexity is something we don't often see, or see at all, in Johnson's typical roles, where his characters rarely show vulnerability or self-doubt. By playing Maui, Johnson was able to bring humor and charm to the role, while also exploring the internal struggles of a character who feels abandoned and inadequate, adding layers that aren't as prevalent in his live-action work. By stepping into the roles and shoes of Maui, Johnson breaks away from the typecasting that often follows him in live-action movies. He's not just playing a version of himself, a confident, indestructible hero, but rather a flawed and multifaceted character who undergoes growth and self-reflection. This diversity in character and the way Johnson rises to the occasion makes Moana stand out as one of his most memorable and refreshing roles, demonstrating that he is capable of much more than the action hero persona he is so often associated with. One of the most visually stunning and memorable scenes in Moana, at least to me, occurs early on in the film, where we are introduced to baby Moana playing on the beach. This pivotal scene showcases not only the enchanting animation, but also the deep connection between Moana and the ocean. As the gentle wave laps at the shore, they seem to respond to Moana's innocent curiosity, swirling around her in a playful, almost magical manner. This early interaction sets the tone for the relationship that will develop between Moana and the ocean throughout her journey. The animation in this scene was a visual delight, capturing the innocence of childhood against the backdrop of a vibrant and dynamic ocean. The water appears to have a mind of its own, swirling and dancing around Moana, creating a captivating and whimsical atmosphere. Each frame was filled with color and movement, immersing the audiences in this enchanting world. The use of light reflecting off the water added to the scene's beauty, creating a dreamlike quality that drew viewers in and highlights the mystical nature of the ocean. This visual spectacle effectively conveys the idea that the ocean is not just a setting, but a living, breathing entity that cares deeply for Moana. The emotional impact of this scene is significantly enhanced by the poignant lyrics of An Innocent Warrior, which underscores Moana's innate connection to the ocean. This song, performed with a gentle and melodic tone, speaks to Moana's spirit and potential as a future leader. The lyrics reflect her bravery, curiosity, and the deep-rooted bond she shares with her island and the ocean itself. As the music swells, it evokes a sense of nostalgia and longing, making the moment resonate deeply with the audience. This scene not only foreshadows Moana's destined journey, but also serves as a reminder of the purity and wonder that is childhood. The playful interactions between baby Moana and the ocean signifies her calling as a wayfinder and future leader. It highlights the theme of self-discovery that runs throughout the film, showcasing how Moana's innate connection to her heritage and the ocean will guide her on her journey. Overall, this moment is a visually stunning and emotionally charged depiction of Moana's beginnings, solidifying its place as one of the most memorable scenes in this wonderful film. Moana stands as one of Disney's most joyful and inspiring films thanks to its vibrant animation, likable protagonist, dynamic supporting characters, and unforgettable music. Moana is not just a film about bright and colourful adventures, but also a heartfelt story that engages and encourages viewers to embrace their own paths and trust in the strength within themselves. In a world of ever-evolving Disney films, Moana remains a shining example of the magic that happens when storytelling, culture, and creativity come together.